Jape Surge cheered. X300, yo Artie, just wanna say that I love your Artosis casts channel.
Thank you.
Thank you for continuing to cast, it's great to hear.
I'm glad, JP Surge. That's one of the things I put the most work into, so I'm happy that you're enjoying it. We'll be back to CNSL soon. Right now I'm posting a few VODs from the tournament that I was just at. All of them will get posted eventually, and all of CNS will get posted eventually. I don't know the exact ordering. But here we go. We're going to get into the finals, guys. It's a best of 5 between MaxPax and herO. PvP should be crazy. Should be cheesy. Let's do it. So, MaxPax bottom right. Top left. herO. PvP. I think herO's going to play probably pretty aggressively overall. I don't think he's that confident, honestly, against MaxPax. Do not think so. MaxPax is pretty damn strong, PvP. There's a fly in my office. I'm trying to get him. Oh, there's my fly gun, actually. Hold on. I'm ready for the fly. All right, back to the finals. Oh, he landed on my light. Hold on, guys. Got him! Ah! Landed on my phone. Dude, this fly gun is the greatest invention ever made.
ST4 and Kai Hanglo cheered. X300, hey guys, what's up? It's another live commentary. Watching Artie doing a live commentary on another Star Wars space game. Really excited to see what kind of next-gen procaster strats he's going to employ, and a lot of these procasters have started using the moaning meta, so we'll see how the champ does today.
Thank you, Stanky. Thank you, thank you. Anyways, the fly salt gun is the greatest invention. It's more important than penicillin. Now let's get into this game and cast now that I've gotten rid of that fly. So it is a ramped natural, and you can see this is the very standard thing at the top level. At ramped naturals, you make the one gate at the front, and then you kind of block your opponent's nexus, go Stargate. It's pretty normal stuff that we're looking at right now. Adepts on both sides. MaxPax getting his Stargate right away. herO will get his Stargate as well, but he's hiding it in his main base, I believe. Oh, no, he's hiding it out on the map. I'm sorry. He's hiding it out on the map. But right now, you're looking at this as MaxPax, and you know something is missing. You're 100% sure something is missing. People are pointing out that antibiotics are not an invention, but a discovery. Well, when you think of it that way, there's no way that humans built the pyramids, so clearly we got our technology from aliens, so actually the salt gun was a discovery as well. Thank you very much. Now, taking a look at this, the proxy oracle is actually later than MaxPax's oracle, so MaxPax's oracle is going to get there at a very similar time. And his Phoenix is going to be ready for defense a little bit faster. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, the lag has subsided. Good. Good. Now, herO does get that kill. Here we go. Gets that Oracle in there, but the Oracle is on the other side of the map as well, right? Oh, but the shield battery is making this so tough for herO. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. 9 kills for MaxPax's. 9 kills, guys. You know, if herO was German, he'd be going 9? 9! Just like that. Absolutely brutal. MaxPax way far ahead. Now, a second comes in. He does wall that front. herO still has some potential for damage, okay? he used up all the shield battery energy there. So he actually ends up getting a fair amount and brings that back to even. Also, breaks through the wall here, trying to shade up. Look at this, the pylon in the main base. Oh my god, I actually, for some reason, when Mapu showed that earlier, I'm like, yeah, he's making a pylon, whatever. That was herO's pylon, obviously. But the Adepts trying to get those additional kills. This is actually kind of insane. Now, the one problem, I think, is not just the lag going on, but because this is Europe versus Korea on the NA server, kind of hilarious. The Nexus is already up for MaxPax, right? So he is actually allowed to take more damage. That's the thing. And has he taken more damage? Not really. They've taken about the same amount of damage. But MaxPax has better stuff. And now he's got all these Phoenixes sitting around. Those are going to be useful throughout the game. Like, sure, we have a couple of Adepts that are still in here, like, getting a little bit of work done. It's like, okay, wow, here's up one probe, but he's down a Nexus and down Phoenixes. All right, couple of Adepts coming back in. Void Ray on the way. You know what? I think he's going to take that Void Ray and attack across the map, honestly. Okay, this is a good idea. Did he lift the second one too quick? Nope, he knows exactly. Damn, that's good. Damn, dude. He knew exactly. Kind of a cute kill there. And now he's just gonna, look at this. He's powering down the shield battery immediately with a turned on Void Ray. God, man. It's like crazy how good MaxPax is. Turns immediately onto the Stalkers. Another lag moment. Damn. Actually, there's a Typhoon over in Korea/Japan. Mapu's in Japan, and then herO's in Korea. So not too surprised, actually. There's a few lag spikes. Typhoon is just a hurricane in the Pacific Ocean, for those of you who might not know. And it is that season. August is generally Typhoon season. But yeah, MaxPax looking like he's just going to take a victory from here. Yeah, there's really nothing left at this point, I would say. This game is super, super over. Kind of an interesting one. herO did start to fight back there for a moment. Well, trying to argue about who is actually causing that lag. Who knows? It's hard to say who it is. Oh, okay. So Mapu is letting me know someone infiltrated the game. Someone got into the game that wasn't supposed to be there, and his name was Player. So it just, no one caught it. Isn't that cute? When people do shit like that? Yeah, no, that was a game victory for MaxPax. You're not taking that away from him. All right, we're getting into the second game here, guys. It is a best of 5. Let's go. All right, Top right, we have MaxPax. Bottom left, we have herO. Okay. Now, non-ramped natural, but still MaxPax makes his pylon on the low ground. We'll see what he's going to utilize that for. Well, obviously his gate, at least one gate will go down there. But it's not as common to do a gateway in front of your expansion on flat maps because it's a lot easier for your opponent to micro. They can see the whole time. They're never going to have shots that are coming out of the blue, right? If you can't see the high ground, you can't fire back. It functions completely differently from Brood War. For any of my Brood War peeps in here waiting for the ladder, it functions very, very differently. In some ways much stronger, in some ways much weaker. Has to do completely with vision and nothing else. So anyways, gets up here. herO gets up here. And is he going to decide to get aggro? And it looks like MaxPax may end up doing a 1 gate here. Right? I know that this is a build that he does. I want to say, like, does he go Nexus shield battery with this? Something like that. I think he goes Stargate as well, but this is the type of game where you would look at this. Now, this is sometimes a trick. I've talked about this in tournaments a lot in the past. Sometimes if you hit something like this, you look at it and you say, well, this is obvious. I can go Stalkers here and keep Unreal Pressure on because I just have more and hit that gateway. And if I kill the gate, I'll win the game. But a player like MaxPax is doing this, and he knows that you're thinking that. So he has a way to stop that, right? But herO does go for the Stalkers. And honestly, again, I can't really super blame him because it does, you look at this and you say, yeah, that is what logically makes sense. This is why this is not an opener that you're going to see regularly on a completely flat map, because just good Stalker micro is going to be hard to deal with. Now, okay, we see a Twilight. I do not think that's for Blink. I think hero's going to go DT. Because I think you look at this, and if I'm remembering correctly, because as I mentioned, I've seen MaxPax do this before, I believe he gets a Void Ray with this right away. So if you go Void Ray with this right away, maybe rushing to DT is good. Right? Let's see if he starts Void. It's an Oracle. It's an Oracle. Okay, look at this. Putting pressure. Zealot comes out. He's trying to tank there to make sure that that shield battery can finish. The shield battery is incredibly important. And the shield battery will finish, so he's going to back up for now. Oh my god, a Nexus at the gold base here for herO. Now, the thing that might be scary, because MaxPax has like slowed this down a fair amount. Now look at this. He's going to go ahead and try to shade through. He does get blocked there. But the Void Ray is coming out second for the defense. The Oracle going across the map. This is maybe going to do intense damage. Oh man, this does not look good for herO. Okay, he warps in 2 Stalkers here. And, well, I guess really he doesn't have other warping points, but the pressure that he's been trying to keep on has not done that well, it feels like. MaxPax right now up 4 probes, making 2 at a time. So he'll probably end up being up about 5 probes as his opponent tries to start catching up. herO, though, with the gold base, certainly has potential for that. Now, the Oracle going to fly over and see this gold base. Going to turn on and kill that probe. The recall comes in. And, oh my god, the recall is actually probes. And the probes have to run. The Oracle ran too because I think he thought it was the Stalkers. That's funny. That is funny. All right, the gold base makes a huge difference in PvP, of course. Excuse me, of course. Excuse me. Oracle gets caught. Nicely done by herO. And look at this, coming in, targeting down immediately the shield battery. Is this going to work out for MaxPax? Brings in another Void, turns it on as well. Wait, herO's just gonna smash. GG. Dude, that was a weird game. That is not what I expected at all, honestly. That is not what I expected to see. I thought it would be a Void Ray first from MaxPax, but herO went 2 Adept after the 2 Stalker, and I think that's because he wanted to take the Gold Nexus. So he wasn't doing like a full Stalker pressure. He was gonna see if he could slip in with the Adepts. Very strange game. A lot of back and forth there. I feel like we could go through that replay and really kind of talk about the different options that they took and what that provided. Does Broodwar have lasers? No, I guess it doesn't, does it? Yeah, it does. The Wraith ground attack is a laser. Okay. Into the next game. Oh yeah, BCs have lasers too. Damn, why does Terran have lasers? Fuck. No, this is a best of 5, so tied up 1-1. We got at least a couple games left here. We're on Dragon Scales, following herO over here with his probe. This is a ramped natural, so you're always going to, or not always, but at the very highest levels, generally going to see the pylon over at the ramp. Going to follow that up with a gateway. And, of course, you'll see the probes go across the map, block nexuses. And we'll see who goes for, excuse me, the Stargate first. Of course, in the previous game, you know, one thing we've noticed about MaxPax in this series so far, he gets that his nexus up much quicker than herO. And it seems like it's good. Like, he loses one game, but feels like it didn't have to be a loss, you know? So, yeah, big shout out to Mapu, by the way, who is our observer here. We hire him every week to observe this cup, make it a lot better. Way better than my observing, that's for sure. Of course, if you want to see my observing, check out Artosis casts on YouTube. New cast every single day. Some great tournaments on there. Most of it arranged in some beautiful playlists for you. Now, let's see. You know, MaxPax has this probe in the main base. He's not blocking the Nexus. So actually, herO gets the Nexus first. This is the first time in this series where that has occurred. He should be throwing out a Stargate at that natural wall. There it is. Stargate goes up for MaxPax as well. Now, if herO can get his probe on top of that location... the Zealot's already out, so that's going to zone him. Very good micro on the probe. Very good micro. Good zoning overall, but finally gets that down. And an Adept coming out here for MaxPax. So maybe a quicker way to go across the map and put a little bit of pressure on, make your opponent make that wall. Oh, that's excellent. I'm glad you're watching the cast every day. Thank you, guy in the chat. Now, Phoenix versus Oracle. This is kind of a funny thing, right? herO going Phoenix, maybe he wants to just take real air command here, which can be very, very strong. Generally, in a game like this, you'll stop at 3. And notice he's coming way out and meeting with his Stalkers, but the Adept is going to go up and finish. So he sees that it's a Phoenix. This was an important moment, because if you block him, he's going to assume it's an Adept. But now that he knows it's a Phoenix... Right now, back at home, MaxPax is going Phoenix, and he might drop a second Stargate. That is a real possibility here. Because if it turns into Phoenix versus Phoenix, whoever has more Phoenixes has, like, almost wins the game. It's, like, very close to that. Right now, the Oracle flies in the main base. One thing to mention is that Phoenixes take a surprisingly long time to kill Oracles nowadays. This is actually how they fixed PvP. It used to be that... the Phoenix was a hard counter against Oracles because they were light units. Now they're armored. It was the best patch ever made. right, so far, MaxPax has lost quite a bit compared to herO. herO is definitely outplaying him at the moment. It's good to see, because I feel like normally that's not the case. Now they're both going into double Stargate. Okay, so I know a lot about this particular thing. This was the meta twice in StarCraft 2, mass Phoenixes, and it is completely fucking silly. Generally, with Phoenix versus Phoenix, you put basically all of your money into Phoenixes, and you do silly shit like make Nexuses non-stop after the early game if you both are still on Phoenix, and you'll start just putting pylons out in the map that just spot things, because the Phoenixes can't hit anything on the ground, so you can just have buildings everywhere. It really turns into a hilarious game if you both stay Phoenixes. But sometimes you'll have someone that'll go Phoenixes for a bit. Okay, this is serious. Fleet Beacon means that you're going Phoenix range, and if you get Phoenix range, you can destroy your opponent, but there is a way to play against Phoenix range. If you have, like, let's say that one player gets Phoenix range and the other one gets an additional Stargate. So suddenly you have more Phoenixes, but your opponent has range. You have to come in from a funny angle and get the Phoenixes against a wall, and that's how you win, because then the range doesn't count, right? If you can get right on top of them, but if they can keep you at range and utilize that range, they will destroy you. Now, this is a robo coming up. This is a very uncommon thing that MaxPax is doing. MaxPax was not a high-level player during either of the Phoenix metagames that we had. The Phoenix versus Phoenix mass metagames. I don't know if maybe he was playing as a noob or not, but this is generally not a good move because it costs 175 gas to get out an observer. And that could be almost 2 Phoenixes. That's how hilarious this is, right? So he canceled it. Okay, MaxPax canceled the robo, so he figured out what was going on. There you go. Okay, he knows. He understands. He's doing it right. They're both making Nexuses. Eventually, you are going to see pylons going out in the map. Obviously, as range finishes, herO should go across the map and look for an engage. Notice how his stalkers are in the front. He doesn't care about his stalkers. If the stalkers see where the Phoenixes are at, they did their job. If you pick anything up in Phoenix versus Phoenix, by the way, you might lose. You might lose if you pick anything up, because then you have a Phoenix that's stationary, and your opponent can go pick that off. And literally, just like other matchups, you know, like ZVZ, StarCraft 1, if you have even one more Phoenix than your opponent, it goes grossly in your favor, right? Okay, lifts. This is where you come in as herO. All right, herO should win this game. That should be it. See, you turn quickly, but it doesn't matter. He already lost like 3 Phoenixes. So this is what we're going to see, is just herO kill everything. A lot of build-up for that. A lot of build-up for that. But you could see that herO was active during both of the Phoenix metas. MaxPax was not. Okay, if you're actually afraid of something like DT, you can go cannon. It doesn't cost gas. Your gate kept the entire time in Phoenix versus Phoenix by gas count. So, like, he made the robo. I'm not hating on it too much, but, like, his range was much slower. And if your range is slower, you better have something like cannons, shield batteries, stuff like that to try to buy time. But yeah, it really comes down to that. It's a crazy thing. Anyways, my gross amount of knowledge on Phoenix versus Phoenix. This is like a part of my brain I wish I could just get rid of and open it up to other things. It's like I can't change the fucking oil in a car, but I know everything about Phoenix versus Phoenix PvP metas from fucking 6 years ago. Okay, let's go to our next game. Neo-Humanity. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. It normally isn't Phoenix versus Phoenix anymore. This is such antiquated knowledge that I have that is almost completely useless. Like, here I got to show it, but, like, it's, you know, this is not something that helps me in my everyday life. Now that I think about it, none of my StarCraft knowledge truly does. What have I done? Okay, herO going low ground pylon, MaxPax not going low ground pylon. Damn, we're having a big variety from these two. How many hours have I invested into learning the different matchups and counters in both Brood War and StarCraft 2? It is over 30,000 hours. My brother tried to get me to figure this out. like a month ago. And I can't get it exactly, but when you 25 years of it being like my full-time obsession. It's insane. I've lapped the 10,000 hour rule probably 3 times. So, Nexus going up very quickly here for herO. 1 gate for MaxPax. He's going to go ahead and throw down that Cybernetics core. Will he go directly into a Stargate? Yeah, 30K is my low estimate. Yeah, that is correct. That is my low estimate. It is literally 25 years of this being the thing that I care about. Anyways, let's see. A Zealot coming out for MaxPax. He'll follow that up with an Adept, 100%. And he will be going a Stargate here, too. Should be 100% on that. But I feel like if he doesn't go Nexus, this could be trouble. Look at this. The probe just goes right in, sees the Stargate. I feel like this is the least scary thing in the world for herO. This, like, you see exactly what's coming. You can seal your wall. Make some batteries, right? Okay, I have people in the chat doing math. Someone's saying 50K hours, 40 hours a week for 25 years. That's what I said. That was my estimate. I said 50K hours. And my brother was like, no, there's no fucking way. he thought I was stupid for saying that. Whatever. Anyways. Now, a couple Stalkers here. Obviously, 2 Stalkers with like a shield battery are going to be able to hold anything, but you could possibly shade past them. Make a hard situation. This is kind of a weird looking game right now because, like, well, this is kind of cute too. He's just trying to make it use up energy. It's funny because if you stand and fight, like, you get through the shields and deal, like, I think 1 point of, like, 1 volley to the hull before it dies. But it has more energy left over, right? Anyways, taking a look at this game, MaxPax's build just seems so much worse. That's what I was talking about, where it seems like herO got the way better end of this. Because MaxPax is just, look at this. He's down a lot of workers. He's down like 10 workers right now. He does have oracles flying around, so like maybe he can catch up with that a little bit. But it certainly doesn't feel good right now. herO's getting into Blink. We have Dark Shrine for MaxPax. So MaxPax has taken a pretty big risk with that. He's looking at this and saying, yeah, okay, like, you do have an advantage, but you might try to finish me with Blink. And when you're trying to finish with Blink, Twilight Tech is the only tech that has no detection in it. So why not go Counter Blink and Dark Shrine? It's not a bad idea for MaxPax. If you're behind in a situation like this, this definitely doesn't look good. It definitely doesn't feel good. But if that Dark Shrine finishes, you might be able to do it. Now there's the Robo. So wouldn't be surprised if we see, like, and he sees the Robo too. But there's always the chance, right? Your opponent's moving across the map, maybe with the Observer. Maybe you still get in there and you still get it. Third Nexus going up very quickly. Proxy gate here for MaxPax. Still like herO's position pretty well, but the Oracle's starting to do a lot. They are starting to do a lot. Here come the first 2 DTs. The Observer should be able to get out before they can kill that pylon. Yep. Yep. It should be fine. All right, here they come. Here they come. Yeah, the Observer's out. One DT in the natural, one in the main. Oh, great blink there. And the wall is perfect too. Excuse me. Has that completely blocked. Dude, herO's putting out a great series. I was actually getting nervous. I was talking with the other guys at the other commentators at Gamers 8 about herO and how he hasn't looked as strong lately. MaxPax has looked a bit stronger than him lately. But this is a high-quality series that herO is putting out here. It certainly is. He is really stepping up and doing some of these optimizations, taking some intelligent risks and things like that. All right, MaxPax going to shade by with a couple of depths. Kind of a random time to shade in and harass, but very quick response there from herO. Going to be able to kill those adepts quite quickly, only losing a couple probes, not too bad. MaxPax is good on workers, and he does have his third base up and running, so he's done a very good job in that regard, but he is certainly behind. As far as that army supply goes, that's a little bit tough. It feels to me like herO here, and you can see herO getting charge. Oh, and herO's getting an immortal. Didn't expect the immortal. But I feel like if he just focuses on unit production here, like let's say he gets like 2 rounds of Zealots, I feel like he might be able to just go and overpower MaxPax. So 3 cannons on the way, his own Dark Shrine as well. The cannons are kind of funny. DT drop was super meta like 6-7 years ago in this matchup. It was very, very powerful. I don't think that's what he's planning here. I think what he's saying is you probably don't have much detection, and herO might be able to pick it off during the battle and utilize DTs. That's my guess. I don't think it'll be a DT drop. It's like that. This does not feel like one of those games. Now herO's coming across. Oh, MaxPax is there and does a little punish. Not a big punish, but a little punish. Maybe time to kill the center. Definitely herO wants to gather everything together. He's up 20 army supply right now. Now, double disruptor coming out. This is the way that you come back in a game. It's going to be hard to hit because Charge Lot Blinkstalker is probably the hardest stuff to connect to with those. Like, look, he just killed the observer. There's no observer anymore. This is what I was talking about before. When your opponent is the one that went DTs, you don't have that much detection. You as the person trying to get detection. I'm not saying this correctly, but you know what I mean. Anyways, dodges that disruptor hit. Oh, man. All right, well, one disruptor hit there. Does get forward here. The other disruptor trying to get another hit. Not going to be able to do it. Slowing down quite a bit right there as well. We have a DT from MaxPax somewhere on the map. No DTs actually warped in for herO. This was weird, but herO killed a decent amount of probes. He knows exactly what's going on as well. Gets his 4th Nexus down and makes a 2nd Dark Shrine. A 2nd Dark Shrine. Pretty sick. That's funny. I wonder if he tried to warp one in right before it finished and then went, oh man, it must have not made or something, but he's not a StarCraft 1 Terran. Things make in StarCraft 2 when you tell him to make. Like literally every time it takes the money out of the bank and it makes units move. So yeah, not sure how that happened. herO maybe a little bit out of it right there. Double Shrine for Archons. That's it. All right, once again, herO moving forward. A lot of Blinkstalkers in here. Okay, well, dodges those first 2 really, really well. Next one he's not going to be able to. No blink left, so kills 3-4 Stalkers with that. Oh, this is not a good engage for herO. I'm surprised the way he's doing it. Oh, okay. He does have a Zealot counterattack or a secondary attack going down at the 4th. Another group of charge lots come down. He actually pulls everything back as DTs are being utilized. Good move. Okay, double Dark Shrine now. He needs a 3rd one. MaxPax, for the first time, really going to go a little bit more on the offense. We've actually got this game pretty close to even at this point. Both of them going to have +2 done. You know, there's a lot of disruptors in here. That's how you do it, man. You force the blink in, and then you throw the second disruptor ball. You know, if you kill 2 stalkers and lose 1 disruptor, it's almost even. Right? In fact, I guess it's actually a little bit better for the disruptor player, even. Damn, disruptors are so good. Still warping quite a few units here. A lot of charge lots trying to go to this other base. That's a very well defended base, though. Batteries, cannons, and zealots all in there. This feels really weird how herO's trying to finish this game off, and it doesn't seem to be working. Now, MaxPax getting into charge for himself. He's getting DT Blink, +3, more disruptors. Whereas for herO, he's like, I want the charge lots to kill this side, and I want the stalkers to kill this side. I won't accept anything else. Oh, man. 3 stalkers going down there. Feels indecisive from herO. All right, MaxPax backing up. Very defensive stance. All right, herO blinking into the natural. I mean, he's killing a few stalkers here. He will lose some at the back as he walks up the ramp. More warpins up here as well. Like, you don't really have... like, recall isn't big enough to get them all out, so he's going to lose, like, a huge percentage of his army no matter what. Maybe he just blinks down here into disruptor territory. MaxPax kind of ready for that, right? Dude. Jeez. Pretty good disruptors there from MaxPax. Like, somehow, after all that, we're pretty even on supply, but MaxPax has a bigger army at this point. Right? It's kind of like everything is the same except he's got disruptors. Now, DT blinking in here and actually dealing some pretty good damage. Getting a few probes before a couple charge lots come in to help clear it out. Might be time for observer speed, to be honest. You see blink DETs going around. I think that's actually a good call. Couple Colossi coming out for MaxPax. Honestly, if you're playing against this type of comp and your opponent doesn't go Disruptor, Disruptor counters Colossi extremely hard. But if your opponent doesn't have Disruptor and they don't have flying units, Colossi is actually still good in this matchup. You know, it's not completely broken like it was in Wings of Liberty, but it's, like, still good. It can still be utilized. Okay, I guess he hasn't tested that before, that you don't have any vision there to blink up. Or maybe he thought that he could walk through. Maybe that had been mined out by now. We'll get out there with those DTs blinking. MaxPax's army continues to get scarier. He's down 24 workers, but his army supply is up by a similar amount. This is a hard one for herO. Like, herO has a little bit more of a bank. I guess maybe he'll max out first, something like that. But honestly, you add a couple Archons into this army, like, I don't even know what else you want. I think MaxPax is going to end up taking this one, and this one almost looked like the most one-sided one so far. And so MaxPax is going to go ahead and clear out this Warp Prism play. Oh, man. Disruptor's absolutely ravaging herO's army. Look at that. A huge supply drop. He is down to half the supply. Going up to 4 Robo now. Looks like he's going to try to get his own disruptors. That is certainly the right play, I would say. And he's going to have to counterattack nonstop until he gets that. Because this army can kill him. That army can absolutely kill him. So you need MaxPax to turn around. You need him to turn around. herO has to go now. He has to go down. He can't attack the army. He has to counterattack. Now, let's see what MaxPax does. He turns around. This is exactly what herO needs. Now, just because he turns around doesn't mean herO wins, but it gives him a chance. There is comeback potential here for herO by just pumping out a ton of disruptors and getting good shots. Okay, he's going to blink away there. He's attacking the left side now. This is exactly what you have to do. Look at this. He's got a prism over there, a few units. Keep him busy. You have to keep MaxPax running around. Disruptors coming out. He needs more than 2 at a time, honestly. Like, you know, once MaxPax... I mean, once herO actually has like 6, 7 disruptors, the Colossi become pretty weak. It becomes really hard to blink at your opponent. And then, obviously, Disruptor versus Disruptor just is what it is. But herO bought a lot of time there. That was like an incredibly important tactic for this game. Still the better army is MaxPax's. Still he's up 40 army supply. These are big deals, but we have disruptors now. A disruptor and a dream. There it is. Look at that. Look at that, man. You're up 40 supply. We're even now. What's up? What's up? Well, certainly that must cost 400, right? No. No, it doesn't. 150, 100. What? Are you crazy? Well, it must take longer to build the Colossus. No, much quicker. What? Disruptors, dude. They're so crazy. They're just unbelievably supply efficient as well. 3 supply. What are we doing? What are we doing? All right, so MaxPax has killed this base. He's grinded down even more probes. You know, he's killing a lot of units here. But again, herO, let's count. herO 5 base, MaxPax 4 base. 4 base. He's down a base. herO's going to start throwing down more bases as well. Again, the Colossi, they still have some use, but the Disruptors in a straight-up fight will kill them. Well, that was a good catch by MaxPax. It looks like herO maybe was trying to catch him. Sometimes you bring in disruptors from the side. Generally, it's done with like 1, where you have it come in from a funny angle where your opponent isn't going to be looking. So for the 4th time this game, all of the Blinkstalkers go into MaxPax's main, walking up the ramp. Trying to unpower a bunch of stuff. Blinking down here into this 3rd base area. Oh, yeah, that is a thing. You can try to use DTs to blink in and snipe disruptors. I think that might have been what happened there. No, maybe not. I'm not sure. Didn't really catch that one. Suddenly, herO has lost a fair amount of probes here as well. A little bit more bank. Army's so much more even now. Yeah, this is definitely the right situation to shoot 1 disruptor ball at a time. If a blink forward occurs, you shoot everything. Other than that, you shoot 1 at a time. Because it's a zoning technique. Ooh, that's a good disruptor hit there from MaxPax. Very, very good. Dude, this is a crazy game right now. This is a crazy game. It could go either way. MaxPax continuing with some great harassment. These charge lots continue to get pushed away by the DTs. It might be time to start sending an observer with speed with your DTs. Look at this. Causes a recall. Just herO absolutely everywhere right now. Down in supply somehow, though. The DT continues to just crush. His observer actually out to the side. He does pull it back. Oh, God. Oh, God. Some very, very good hits there. And the blink still on cooldown there for MaxPax is able to dodge the counter disruptor. Oh, man. Just out-controlled. And it looks like MaxPax is going to probably bring us to game 5 here. I don't think herO has too much left he can do. Like, okay, he's still got this group of charge lots. He'll buy some more time. As far as mining bases, just about everything is gone. Right? He lost that Nexus. So MaxPax with this type of lead should be able to just go across the map and win. GG. Woo! All right, game 5. Are the armor upgrades that bad in PvP? Yeah, they're not that useful. Like, they're very useful if you're going to have a gentleman's battle. of Charge Lot, Archon, Stalker with Immortals, maybe. But if you're going to have that type of battle, Disruptors, like, for instance, if you have Immortals and Archons, Disruptors will start to counter that really hard, right? So if it's mostly Charge Lot Blink, armor upgrades are actually good. They're worthwhile to get. If it turns into Disruptors, the armor does literally 0, and just attack is what you need to just deal damage as quickly as you can with your Stalkers. So yeah, it's there certainly are games where you'll see people get their armor upgrades, though. Here we go. Game number 5. Let's do it. No, shields can be good. Shields can be good. It's just they're more expensive, don't forget, too. Here we go. MaxPax, bottom left. Top right, we have herO.
What? Special _ Cole donated $3. So the thing about StarCraft 2 that is so interesting is how it brings up so many questionable strats. The strat that seems the most puzzling to me is if you think herO could take a 14.
A 14 Nexus? Yeah, I mean, anyone can take a 14 Nexus because Protoss is easy. Thank you, Special K-Hole. All right, so herO here once again with the gateway down on the low ground. He has been getting ahead with that. Now, he wasn't able to close, but like honestly, I think last game he really outplayed MaxPax in the early game. And, well, let's see. I'm thinking back to the various things that we saw go back and forth. Like, when MaxPax sees this, when he saw this the last time, he went for his normal, like, what was it? Zealot, Adept, Stargate, Nexus, that type of thing. Like, we've seen that from him a few times, but, like, the faster Nexus does matter. If you can hold everything, it's like really, really fantastic. And MaxPax knows that you really can hold because he's someone who does it quite often. Zealot here on both sides. So this is a counter Zealot here from herO. He knows that MaxPax likes to make that Zealot and won't cancel it. He hasn't been, at least. So far, he has been opening on these one-gate openers always with that Zealot. That is a pretty common thing for one-gate openers anyways. And herO actually canceled his, just to throw that out there. So this is exactly the same build from MaxPax, but again, I want to recall back to our previous game. It has felt like herO has been doing better openings than MaxPax. Now, MaxPax is playing back at him and coming back. He grinded back in that last game. It was impressive. And then herO even had some good shots and looked like he might be able to win, and then MaxPax still was able to come back and win again. But, like this opener, the Nexus is just quicker. Look at this. The Stargates are almost the same time. The Nexus is way faster for herO. So you're going to have a hard time convincing me that MaxPax's build is good compared to herO's, right? Like, obviously, he's bending to what's going on here from herO. Phoenix on the way for MaxPax. Phoenix on the way for herO. Oh, God, we might get into one of these Phoenix versus Phoenix games again. Okay, this is funny. He's just straight sacking the Stalker. Okay, well, with the second Stalker, you can definitely take everything out. Follow that shade. Follow that shade. There we go. Good plays there by herO. Ooh! There we go. Okay, so Phoenix versus Phoenix. I talked a lot about this before. Will we see the second Stargates, or is someone going to say, no, I don't want to do this, make a Twilight really quickly? Second Stargate for MaxPax. Let's see herO. Let's see it, herO. Are you going to do it? My man. You gonna do it? Are we going Mass Phoenix on both sides? Ooh. Ooh. Now that was high-level micro there on both sides, right? So the Stalker's got the volley, and so he went up and hit the far away Phoenix. So the 2 Phoenixes turned around. So then we had 3 Phoenixes attacking for MaxPax, to which herO pulled back. And so MaxPax was able to save that 1 Phoenix. Clutch stuff. Clutch stuff. Good micro. And there's the Twilight. Okay, so now, historically, it's only been Korean Protosses that have liked this build. What you do is you get about 5 Phoenixes, and you go blink, and you do like a blink all-in. The thing is, the Phoenixes get wrecked relatively quickly, and if your opponent figures out what you're doing, the counter to this used to be in the last Phoenix meta that we had, the last couple... Again, there were 2 metas for PvP long time ago where this was actually the right move from both sides, Mass Phoenix. But when you go for this blink follow-up, if your opponent figures that out and goes for Robo and makes Immortals, that is a very good counter. Or it was back then. Anyways. Blink. Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine is one of the things you're afraid of with the Phoenix build. Sometimes if people start getting suspicious, they make a cannon. Yeah, he hasn't seen that proxy. Look at this. The counter harassment here. Kind of crazy. He's getting a lot of probe kills. Of course, you can get more over here as MaxPax, but there's like far less Phoenixes, right? And in fact, he could even wait for those to pop out, try to kill those as well. Picking up a lot of these Stalkers even, reducing that Stalker count. MaxPax has a better idea of what's going on, but he doesn't know about the Dark Shrine, right? The Dark Shrine is hidden out in the map. He is making a Robo, but like I said, the counter used to be to go Immortals. So he might go Immortal, which that could make him just straight lose 2 DTs. So let's see. There's the Immortal. Oh, he canceled the Immortal and went Observer. I don't know how he did that. I don't know how he did that. That's crazy to me. That was a fucking good move. The single DT walks by a probe as well. So funny. Oh, wait, no, that was his own probe. It's like, what? Anyways, the DT is coming. The Observer literally there as it walks in. He did not spot, so that it'll get a few kills, but he'll turn that Observer right around. And it's not game ending. That's the important thing that we were looking for, right? Is this going to be like a game ending moment? And it is not. It's crazy to me that he was able to do that, to cancel and go into an Observer before the Immortal, because, well, the thing is, he was across the map and he killed like 3 Stalkers, so he might have looked at this and said, you know what? There's not that many Stalkers here. Let's go. Also, here's another thing, guys. So you keep your Phoenixes stacked generally, and Archon very good here because you cannot lift an Archon with the Phoenixes, right? So if the Phoenixes are stacked to deal massive damage when they're lifting, the Archon is going to deal massive damage to them as if they were like a group of Corruptors, right? So he's going Archon plus Stalker. It's a good follow-up. You can see right now MaxPax is desperately trying to get defense up. He has 2 Immortals. Like, even these Phoenixes are going to be helpful. herO has kept his Phoenixes alive. He can lift both the Immortals. That could be a big moment. See? Lifts them, but maybe too fast. Maybe dive too quickly there. And with the shield battery, I think he holds. I think MaxPax holds this. Straight up. Damn. That was... herO was too... He was too eager to get in there. I think those lifts would have been crucial, but he needed to stand at range up to the north a bit more. He dived at them at the ramp, and that just played into the shield battery. It played into the Phoenix lifts. Rough. Not a good engage there from herO. Coming back. Has charge now. Trying to utilize those. Of course, the shield battery doing huge heavy lifting here. Oh my god, that Immortal stays alive for so long. This is such a good camera angle, by the way, from Mapu. Only Mapu can give us a camera angle like that. Totally, totally sick. And you can really see what happens in that engagement. He does break the Immortals, and we do have these two hilarious Archons that only the Void Rays can hit right now. These Archons are hilarious. Is herO actually just going to take this with Archons? Oh my god, MaxPax taking serious damage. Now, don't forget, with the amount of flying units that we have here, the counter that could occur is kind of insane. Like, he's going to have mass Void Rays. Are you going to be able to make enough Stalkers to stop these? Like, 5 Voids? Voids do okay against the Archons, you know? Dude, he's making, like, Void Ray Immortal here against Stalkers. This is so crazy. This is, like, an absolutely insane PvP. MaxPax with way more army supply, but almost all of that army supply is in Phoenixes, which are being less and less useful. Well, they're still useful. He's going to go over here and kill probes or whatever, but then they won't fight in the battle, right? Okay, recalls those. So that was a good forced recall. That was an excellent forced recall. I think you back up here as herO. You don't want the engage yet. Dude, the amount here of voids. Oh my god. You know the funny thing, by the way, is that Phoenixes can counter voids. Just want to throw that out there. The retech into Phoenix. I don't think we'll see something like that, but that would be funny. Yeah, I think his idea here is just to mass Stalker as much as he possibly can. But Void Ray speed, almost certainly what we're going to see here out of this Fleet Beacon. 8 Voids at the moment. Insanity. It's a lot of damage. But look, he's trying to bait him out a little bit. Wow, blinks in, gets a kill. Loses a Stalker, but absolutely worth a Stalker to kill a Void. Dude, these Void Rays need a fungal growth. That's what he needs. He needs 1 fungal growth on these Stalkers. Slow those things down. Your Voids are going to crush. Turn them on. There we go. Turns them on. The damage output here, absolutely insane against Armored. You can see with those lifts as well. Holy crap! Oh my god! Just insane. Just insane. Those are gone in a blink of an eye. All right, decent catch, but like the Void Ray army continues to grow. Now, what's the counter to mass Voids? Well, it's funny that you should ask. There have been times where mass Void Ray was pretty strong in this matchup. In fact, there was even a time, I remember Hearthstone was going Void Disruptor for a bit. It's kind of funny. I've seen Psystorm used against Voids. Right? They kind of clump. You can use Psystorm a little bit. With big armies, of course, you can't have just Psystorm. And, I mean, Void Rays, if they can get on top of things like carriers, can kill them very quickly. But, like, there is something to utilizing range. Right? Dude, this is really tough. Look at that one Immortal. That one Immortal walking down there. He's ready to help if they need him. That's his ground unit. Look at MaxPax's army right here. His army is 1 Immortal, a ton of Void Rays, and a few Phoenixes. Just insanity. But look at this. Obviously, you can split your units a lot better here. Air armies generally have to stay together. Oh my god. Of course, turning them on doesn't actually do anything against the Archons. You can see getting those splash hits from the Archons is gigantic. Dude, the Archons did so much there. MaxPax's going to be in trouble. Oh, you got to blink and take that down, man. Oh, he's waiting for the Zealots to come back to deal with the Immortal, maybe? No, he waited for the Immortal to be outran. Okay, okay. Those Voids are like, dude, orange Voids, pumpkin Voids everywhere. They lost their golden slipper, right? Am I right, guys? Those pumpkin Voids lost their golden slipper. All right, herO taking another base up at 12 o'clock right now. Finally sees the Dark Shrine there. Kind of funny. Still just massing voids. I think this might be the beginning of the end for MaxPax, because, like, even if his voids can kill the stalkers, the amount of damage, like, a huge amount of zealots are going to do, like, he's going to just keep losing nexuses, right? Damn, dude! Look at them just explode! But the nexus gets canceled. Now, more stalkers come in. They blink on top. The void rays are, like, insane, dealing so much damage. Look at that! But the zealots are still just doing their thing, too, right? You know what he should do? Well, he doesn't have the money. But I feel like if we had, like, 2 shield batteries, you know, we'd be good. Yeah, those zealots being a real problem. Where do you go? Where do you go? Look, see, he's got the shield batteries here. And actually kind of out of range. Backs up, backs up. The zealots are what are really dealing a lot of damage here, honestly. It's not the stalkers at all. Yeah, he's starting to have to split, but that doesn't work well. Like I said, it's really easy to split the gateway units, really hard to split the flying units. The flying units just generally need to be together. MaxPax trying his hardest to pull this together with his mass voids. He's got 8 left over. Like, straight up, his army could win a battle, but herO's just expanding everywhere during this. It's like you're watching Protoss play against Mech, right? Just picking him apart on the edges, expanding while he does it. It's like, yeah, maybe your army technically is supposed to be more cost efficient, but that is not working out right now. And this is going to be game. MaxPax is going to GG here in a moment. He's still making a few voids, but, like, he's got 11 probes. He knows that this game is done. Like, once he, like, you're going to get up here, you're going to see 12. You know that he has his 3rd. And as you see 12 is mining, it's like, well, even if I kill this, I don't have anything. You know? And in fact, this is the right play. Killing a Nexus, you give him time to warp in more Stalkers. If you can get the Stalker count to 0, you can actually win still, I guess. Think about it, right? You get the Stalker count to 0, and it's like, your opponent can't warp anything in, really. Oh my god, that's the biggest brain play of all. Holy shit. What am I looking at? This is a real, actual base trade now. And I think MaxPax knows he might lose his buildings more quickly. He turns around. Oh no, is there enough stalkers now? I think there might be. He turns on the voids. Another void comes up, turns it on as well. Oh, the void count just getting too small. GG is called. And herO with the well-fought victory. Damn, that was a good PvP series. That was legit. That was legit. Yeah, my fly gun, man. I've been holding the whole time while I've been watching. I'm like, yes. I love to kill flies and cast PvP. I'm a simple man. All right, a 6 series. A 6 series. And, like, today was super quick, except the finals actually turned pretty long. We've only been live for 2 hours. Isn't that wild? Great series, though. And, yeah, big congrats to herO for taking out MaxPax, who I think most people have felt has been favored against him lately.